So good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time that you are watching this video. I am Richard Taylor, and I'm coming back with more information that was released from the North Carolina State Auditor's Office about how Goldsboro City Council or Goldsboro City Management has been allowing council members and city employees to get away with not paying their bills. Now, last video I told you about the city employee who erased her mother's $400 and something delinquent water bill. But now I'm going to tell you about three individuals. Now, two of those persons are former city council men or women. Now, the article does not say who these people are, but they are former. And so, once again, if this article or this information has been uncovered, then the city government and also the state auditors know who these individuals are. They have just not released those names. But one particular council member, the article said that this council member had a delinquent water bill, which means unpaid, that totaled almost $5,000. Now, the water bill was 1,472 days late. So let me get my calculator here. 1,472 days divided by 365 is 4 years, 48 months. This man or woman did not pay the bill. Now, since this is a past council member, you can go back to that time frame and, you would have a general idea of who those council members were. But the auditor report says that is not the only council member who was allowed to have their bills be unpaid. Now, they said council member B was delinquent on two separate occasions, which totaled a total of 1,392 days. So I did the math on that, and that's 3.8 years. So since you can't have a number like that, we'll just say 3 years and 9 months, or round it off to 4, whatever you want to do. But this particular council member's bills total about $800. Now, once again, that doesn't seem like a lot of money, but like I mentioned in the previous video, it's the principle. There's principalities in this, as my man Big Worm said. Shout out to Big Perm though, if y'all know Big Perm. But that's what it's not the money, it's the principle, because it sets a precedence where council members are getting preferential treatment, where you and I, which are the citizens of Goldsboro, would not be extended these liberties if we were in that particular predicament. Now, the article goes on to point out that another, and this one is a current employee, their water was not cut off, even though their account was delinquent on 3 separate occasions, totaling a total of 3,011 days. Now, once again, 3,111 days. So if we divide that, 365, that's 8.5 years that this individual did not pay that water bill. Now, once again, this article states that the finance manager, the then finance manager, and let me make sure I get her name right. The then finance manager, Kay Scott, granted an informal agreement to council member A, which was the one that was delinquent for 4 years, to pay their bill in lieu of cutting it off. Now, also what's most telling is in 2020, when the current city manager, Tim Salmon, took office, he was aware that these accounts were delinquent, and allegedly he let them go on for another 16 to 17 months. So he has, and the current city manager, the finance manager, they have some culpability in this as well. Now, once again, the council member A's account, they said that this person's account should have been cut off in October of 2016. However, it was never cut off. So once again, so we know now that this particular council member was on the council in 2016 in October. So that means even if he was there in October, he had that be delinquent some months or even some years before then. But this is the reason why State Auditor Dale Folwell has sort of almost ordered an in-depth look at Goldsboro City's finances. Once again, these are just small things that have been uncovered. And so once again, if these are small things happening, we must not discount, or we must not think it not fathomable that larger things are being done in the form of corruption with our city tax dollars. Now, I've already told you about the current employee who was actually still working there, who who kept her mother's bill delinquent, but also erased that bill. But also, there's still, once again, a current city employee whose bill was delinquent for almost 8.5 years. So the current manager, they did not correct these discrepancies in these people failing to pay these bills. And once again, this may sound like something small, but this reflects on the inadequacy or the ineffectiveness of Goldsboro City's past and even their current leadership. Now, once again, I know we have a fairly new council. I think we have 2 standing members of the council who have been there, and also the current mayor. But we also have, I think, 4 new members, and 4 new members of the council. And I know they are working tirelessly to kind of catch up and deal with these issues and try to be the best representative or the best representation that is needed for Goldsboro to excuse me, for Goldsboro to move forward and correct some of the past indiscretions that has been left by former council members, former finance members, former city managers, and the like. But I just want to give you, once again, and there's 3 more things that were uncovered by this audit. And once again, the audit has been sent to the current members, and I think they have until tomorrow to respond to this. But this is just, once again, a representation of what is sometimes done behind closed doors and in those positions where leaders are not held accountable and not held to the same standards as the lay citizen or the lay person. And once again, this is not just relative or distinct to Goldsboro, North Carolina. This happens all over the United States and even all other countries. People in power, unfortunately, sometimes break, bend, or ignore the rules that they enforce on others. So this is just one instance, and I hopefully that these former council members and the former city employees get exposed for their preferential treatment, and also the ones who allow this preferential treatment to continue. Now, always, once again, my name is Richard Taylor, and I got this information from an article written by Mr. Ken Fine of the New Old North, and he received this audit's information from his confidential source. My number is 919-587-7782. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or issues about anything in this video or any more of my videos, feel free to reach out. But peace and blessings. Y'all have a blessed day.